Hey guys, so today we're going to be taking a look at the Amazon Basics laptop backpack. And we featured a few travel backpacks from Amazon Basics in the past, and I've always been impressed with the value that those bags have been able to offer for their low price point. And so when I saw that Amazon Basics also had this versatile looking laptop backpack that came in at an even lower price point, I was curious to try it out to see if it would offer a similar amount of value. And so far the bag has been working pretty well. It has tons of organizational options and it's very comfortable to wear, but I'm not sure how durable it's going to be over the longer term, and it doesn't have the same build quality that we've seen on the other Amazon Basics bags that we featured. With that being said, this has still been a pretty decent bag considering the price point, and I'm really excited to share it with you guys. So let's just jump in and take a closer look at the Amazon Basics laptop backpack. So jumping into the overall aesthetic, the bag definitely has a pretty standard tech backpack feel, like something like you might find from Target or even Swiss Gear. So it definitely feels like it's going to fit in well into an office environment or for walking around campus. The bag is made out of a very lightweight polyester material that seems to be fairly weather resistant. It doesn't feel particularly durable, unfortunately, definitely not as solid as the materials that we've seen on the Amazon Basics travel backpacks. So I wouldn't recommend putting a bunch of really heavy things in here like a stack of textbooks if you want the bag to hold up for a little bit longer. As far as the zippers, I don't think these are YKK or anything like that, but they've worked pretty well. They open and close very easily. They are a little bit more exposed than I would like to see, so no sort of covering or weather resistance added, but that's not too surprising given the price point of the bag. Jumping into the capacity, I would say this is around 20 liters, so it can definitely hold a decent amount of stuff. This is more than enough to hold what I would typically carry with me on a day-to-day basis. And even though it's not the thinnest bag, I was glad to see that it didn't stick out too much, so that it's still pretty easy to walk around with, and if I have to jump on a bus on campus or something like that, I feel like it's going to be pretty comfortable to wear. Continuing along the outside, the bag has compression straps on each side to help tighten the bag down if it's a little bit emptier. And I was also happy to see that there are external mesh water bottle compartments on each side, and so currently what I have in here is the same water bottle that you've seen in all my other daily bag videos. And so this is not a super large compartment. The water bottle that I currently had in there was about as thick of a bottle as I would recommend placing into the bag. So a very simple compartment, a little bit of elasticity, and for the most part it feels kind of thin, so if you start trying to squeeze anything too big, I do believe that this might be an area that can tear. But still glad that these were included, and paired with the compression straps, they might be a good spot to hold something a little bit taller like an umbrella or a tripod. Jumping into the straps and the back paneling, I was pretty impressed with how comfortable the bag has been to wear. The straps are pretty thick, they have a nice amount of padding, a nice mesh material on the inside to prevent moisture from building up. On top of that, the straps also have a nice width to prevent the bag from digging into my shoulders when I'm wearing it with a lot of weight. I was a little bit surprised to see that there was no sternum strap included considering the size of the bag. There is this small elastic pocket here on the strap, which I'm not entirely sure what I would use for. It's really slim. I don't think you could fit any sort of cell phone in there, maybe a power bank or a spot to kind of hang your glasses off of, but definitely a pocket that I'm not going to be using very often. And for a lot of budget bags, the straps are definitely going to be an area that's a little more at risk for ripping over the longer term. And so from what I've seen so far, the bag has felt fairly solid, but if you were to place a lot of weight on this with a lot of textbooks, I don't see a lot of reinforcement up near the shoulders where the straps are. So I could definitely see this being a potential point for tearing with a lot of use. Jumping into the back paneling, I really like how this was implemented here. Very soft, comfortable padding. I really like that it has mesh to help prevent my back from getting so sweaty. There's also a nice amount of elevation on the padding to create an air channel here to keep air flowing throughout the day. So really like how the back paneling was implemented overall, and it's definitely been comfortable to wear. Jumping into the organizational options, the bag definitely has a lot of pockets if you're somebody who likes to kind of spread everything out and make sure that everything has its own place. The first pocket we're going to be taking a look at is this quick access compartment on the front, and I like that this has a pretty wide opening so that you can easily see everything that's on the inside. It's also nice that it has these nice guards to prevent things from spilling out, and so really like the amount of space offered in this compartment, and there's also a lot of nice internal organization to help keep your smaller accessories easy to reach. And so jumping in at the top, there's this larger slip pocket with a lot of space for some of your bulkier accessories. So currently what I have in here is my BluePop portable Bluetooth speaker and power bank. And then I also have a lightning cable to charge my phone. This might have also been a good spot to put something like a smaller notebook or a Kindle. And then here at the top, there's a small plastic clip where you can hang your keys. Currently what I have in here is my Gerber shard. And then continuing down, there's a few small slots where you can store something like a pen or a stylus, which is what I currently have here. And then next to that, there's two similarly sized slip pockets that are going to be good for holding both your accessories. Currently what I have in here is just my Apple Magic Mouse. I like how much this compartment comes up. This would have been a good spot to put something maybe like my GoPro or a portable hard drive. And then in the pocket next to that, I just have my Gerber Dime multi-tool. So really like the balance of space and organization provided in this compartment and how easy it is to get to throughout the day. At the top, the bag has another quick access compartment with a decent amount of space. Currently what I have in here is my Ray-Ban sunglasses with their case. And so those fit in there pretty comfortably. As you can see, I can almost fit my hand in there. You can pull this compartment out if you want to clean the lining. Unfortunately, there's no sort of felt lining to help prevent against scratching. Just a very simple compartment. It does poke into the laptop area, as we'll see in a little bit. So if you fill this up completely, you will have a little bit of a bulge. But it's still nice to have this top compartment that's going to be easy to just reach down and grab my stuff. The next area we're going to be taking a look at is this larger and taller pocket here. As you can see, I can fit almost my whole arm in there, so it goes pretty deep. And so plenty of space. Currently what I have in here is my GoRuck wire dock, which has all of my dongles and smaller tech accessories. And then I also have my MOL-size Fullskin notebook. And so I have a lot of leftover space in this area. It has a decent amount of volume. I didn't really fill this up too completely because the bag has 3 large main compartments, so it was kind of tough to decide what should go in each. So these are the items that I need to get to a little bit more often throughout the day, so I figured I'd just place them since this pocket was closer to the front. The next area we're going to be taking a look at is what I would call kind of the main compartment. So if I was a student, this is where I would probably put most of my textbooks, and this is going to be one of the larger compartments, so it comes up a nice amount. As you can see, it looks a little bit emptier just because I've been spreading everything out throughout the bag, but there's going to be plenty of space here. If you need to pack a lunchbox or if you have a change of clothing, this might be another good spot to place them. And so jumping into the items that I have here, I currently have my Beats Studio wireless headphones, and then I have a simple folder to hold all my papers and receipts. And then I also have my Levitate portable standing desk. So plenty of space in this main area. I like how simple the layout is, no sort of internal pockets here, just a very big bucket of space. This might even be a good spot to put something like a packing cube if you wanted to use this for a quick weekend trip. I wouldn't put too much weight in this bag, as I mentioned earlier, to just kind of protect the straps, but to toss in a packing cube with maybe a dop kit or an extra pair of shoes, I think this should definitely work out pretty well. And so the last area we're going to be taking a look at is the laptop compartment, which has tons of space. This could also be considered just another main area. There's plenty of space here for you to toss in some folders or a textbook. On the inside of this compartment, there is a simple sleeve that you can use to place something like your tablet. Currently what I have in here is just my Kindle, but it would have been a good spot to put my iPad. And so no sort of padding on this sleeve here. It's just a very simple organizational area. And then jumping into the laptop pocket itself, the sleeve offers a decent amount of padding and plenty of space. You can see just how far this comes up. If you have a thicker device, it should be able to fit in there really easily. According to Amazon's site, this is supposed to hold up to a 17-inch laptop. Currently what I have in here is my 13-inch MacBook Pro. I think any 15-inch laptop is going to fit in there pretty comfortably. A 17-inch laptop might fit, but it could get a little bit tight towards the top. It doesn't look like there's that much space left over. But nice to see that the compartment is going to be able to accommodate some larger devices if you happen to have something like a gaming laptop. And so taking the laptop out, you can get a better look at the inside of the sleeve. So unfortunately, there's no sort of felt lining on the inside to help prevent against scratching, and the compartment isn't really elevated off the bottom. It does have some padding to keep your device protected if you place the bag down on the ground, but I do wish that it had been elevated just a little bit more. So pretty decent amount of protection all around. As I was testing this out, I did feel like my device was pretty safe, and it's nice that because the compartment is so large, if you wanted to add an additional protective sleeve to your laptop for a little bit of peace of mind, you'd have plenty of space to still fit it in this area. So pretty good job of balancing the space and organization all throughout the bag, and if you're somebody who's on a little bit of a tighter budget and you need a versatile bag, this is definitely going to be a good option to check out. And so to wrap up, it's been a pretty good experience testing out the Amazon Basics laptop backpack. The bag has been very comfortable to wear, it has some great organizational options, a pretty nice look, and the price point is definitely going to be tough to beat. And so you can purchase this on Amazon for about $30, which makes it one of the lowest priced bags that we featured on the channel. With that being said, there are a few other options that you can get that might offer a little bit better build quality if you're willing to spend a little bit more. And so as I was testing this out, the first bag that this reminded me of was the Initech Business Laptop Backpack, which we featured pretty recently. That bag also had some really nice organizational options. It was also very comfortable to wear, and I feel like it had a little bit better build quality than this. It was also a little bit more expensive, coming in at around $45 to $40, but if you want something that's going to give you a little bit more peace of mind and maybe has a slightly more professional look, that's definitely going to be a good option to check out. Another good option in this price range to check out would be something like the Lepacker Business Laptop Backpack, which we featured a while back. That bag was also very comfortable to wear. It had a very cool and sleek look, some nice organizational options, and a little bit better build quality as well. That company has a variety of options in the $30 to $40 price range if you want to check out a few different styles, but in general I found that they've been pretty well built bags considering the low price point and are going to be good alternatives to keep in mind if you are interested in a bag like this. The next bags this reminded me of were the Timbuktu Uptown and Command backpacks, which we've talked about a lot on the channel. Those are going to be a little bit more expensive, moving into the $60 to $70 price range, but they're very well built. They have a really nice look, they have tons of great organizational options, and if you're looking for a really reliable bag that's going to come in at under $100, those are going to be really tough to beat. The next bag that this reminded me of was the Fjallraven Raven 28, which we looked at really recently on the channel. That's been one of my favorite kind of all-around everyday bags. It has a little bit more capacity and tons of pockets. That bag also has a really solid build quality, and even though it's going to come in at closer to the $100 price point, if you're looking for a bag with this type of capacity and organizational style, the Raven 28 is going to be another good option to keep in mind. And then the last bag I'll mention here, which is kind of at the other end of the price spectrum, is the Air Tech Pack, which is just a really stylish and versatile everyday bag. Has tons of organizational options, it's very comfortable to wear, very durable, it offers tons of weather resistance. That one's going to come in at close to $200, so definitely a lot more expensive than this. But if you're looking for kind of the luxury version of this bag and you're willing to spend a little bit more, that's going to be a great option to check out. I've been using that one for a while and it's held up really, really well. But with all that being said, the Amazon Basics laptop backpack still has a lot to offer, especially given its lower price point. So if you're on a tighter budget and you need something that's going to be comfortable and offer a lot of different organizational options, I definitely recommend you check this one out. And I'm definitely curious to hear what you guys think of Amazon Basics branded products in general. So far my experience with their travel bags has been pretty good. I'm curious to see how this one continues to hold up. But for the most part, they always seem to have reasonably priced accessories that I've had good experiences with. So if there are any other good products that you guys have tried out from them that you think I should feature on the channel, please let me know in the comments. And if you guys found this video useful, please go ahead and give us a like. And if you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming videos. And thank you guys so much.